and thy rule, what dost thou with thy best apparel on? You, sir, what trade are you?
Why, sir, a trade that I hope I can use with a safe conduct, which is indeed, sir, a mender of bad souls.
What trade, thou knave, thou naughty knave?
Nay, I beseech you, sir, be not out with me. Yet, if you be out, I can mend you.
What meanest thou by that? Mend me, thou saucy fellow?
Why, sir, cobble you.
Thou art a cobbler, art thou?
Yes, sir, I am indeed a surgeon to old shoes. When they are in great danger, I become comfort. As proper men as ever trod upon neat's leather have gone upon mine.
But wherefore art thou not in thy shop today? Why dost thou lead these men about the streets?
Truly, sir, to wear out their shoes and to get myself into more work. But indeed, sir, we make holiday to see Caesar and rejoice in her child.
Wherefore rejoice? What conquests brings she home? You hard hearts, you cruel men of Rome, knew you not Pompey? Have you not climbed up the walls and battlements to the chimney tops, and there have sat the livelong day to see great Pompey pass the streets of Rome? And do you now put on your best attire? And do you now call out a holiday? And do you now strew flowers in her way that comes in triumph over Pompey's blood? Begone!
See where in their basest metal they be not moved? They vanish tongue-tied in their guiltiness! Go you that way to the Capitol, this way will I. Disrobe any images, if you do find them decked for ceremonies.
May we do so? You know it is the Feast of Lupercal.
It is no matter. Let no images be hung with Caesar's trophies. How about and drive the vulgar from the streets?
Train now arriving. Gaius Julius Caesar to Rome.
Bid every noise be still, peace yet again.
I hear a voice call upon me from the press. I hear a voice shriller than all the music cries, Caesar! Speak, once again, Caesar's turn to hear.
Beware the Ides of March!
What woman is that?
A soothsayer bids you beware the Ides of March.
Well, send her before me, I should see her face.
Fellow, come from the throng.
Look you upon Caesar. What sayeth to me now? Speak once again.
Beware the Ides of March.
She is a dreamer. Let us sleep with her. Yes.
Walk out! Slow! Slow!
Awake. Awake. Will you go see the order of the course?
Not I.
I pray you do.
I am not gamesome. I do lack some of that quick spirit that is in Antony. Let me not hinder, Cassius, your desires. All you do.
Brutus, I do observe you now of late. You bear too stubborn and too strange a hand over your friend that loves you.
Cassius, be not deceived. Vexed I am of passions of some difference, which perhaps give soil to my behaviors. But let not therefore my good friends be grieved, among which Cassius you read one, nor construe any further my neglect other than that poor Brutus with herself at war.
And I much mistook your passion. Tell me, good Brutus, And it is very much lamented, Brutus, that you have no such mirror as will turn your hidden worthiness into your eye. I heard for some of the best respect in Rome, except immortal Caesar. Speaking of Brutus, and since you cannot see yourself so well as by reflection, I, your glass, will modestly discover to yourself that of yourself which you yet know not of.
What means this shouting? I do fear the people choose Caesar for their king.
Aye, do you fear it? Then must I think you would not have it so.
I would not. Yet I love her well. But what for do you hold me? What is it you would impart to me?
I know that virtue be in you, Brutus, as well as I know your outward favor. Well, honor is the subject of my story. Now, I cannot tell what you or other people think of this life, but for mine own self, I was born free as Caesar. So are you. We both have fed as well, and we both can endure the winter's cold as well as she. For once, upon a raw and gusty day, the troubled Tiber chafing with her shores, Caesar said to me, "Darest thou, Cassius, now leap in with me into this angry flood and swim to yonder point?"
What?
Upon the word, accoutered as I was, I plunged in and bade her follow. The torrent roared, and we did buffet it with lusty singing, throwing it aside, stemming it with hearts of controversy. But ere we could arrive at the point proposed, Caesar cried, "Help me, Cassius, or I sink!" I, so from the waves of Tiber did I, the tired Caesar. And this woman is now become a god, and Cassius is a wretched creature that was bent to her body, Caesar carelessly, but not on her. She had a fever when she was in Spain, and when the fit was on her, I did mark how she did shake.
Oh my god.
'Tis true. This god did shake. Her coward lips from their color did fly, and that same eye, whose bend doth all the world, did lose its luster. You gods, it doth amaze me. A woman of such a feeble temper should so get the start of the majestic world and bear the palm alone.
Another general shout. I do believe these applauses are for some new honors heaped on Caesar.
Why, she doth bestride the narrow world like a colossus, and we petty women walk under her huge legs. Women at some time are masters of their own fate. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings, Brutus and Caesar. Now what is in that, Caesar? Why should that name be sounded more than yours? Write them together. Yours is as fair a name. Upon what meat doth this our Caesar be, that she is grown so great? Age, thou art ashamed. Rome, thou hast lost the breed of noble blood. You and I have heard our mother speak of a Brutus that would have worked the eternal devil to keep her state in Rome as easily as a king.
What you would work me to, I have some aim. How I have thought of this in these times, I shall recount hereafter. What you have said, I will consider. What you have yet to say, I will with patience hear, both to find and meet and answer such high things.
I'm glad my weak words have struck with thus much show fire for Brutus.
The games are done and Caesar is returning.
As they pass by, pluck Casca by the sleeve. He will, after his sour fashion, tell us what hath proceeded worthy of today.
Look you, Cassius. The angry spot doth glow on Caesar's brow. Calpurnia's cheek is pale.
Casca will tell us what the matter is.
Antonius,
Caesar.
Young Cassius has a lean and hungry look. She thinks too much, and therefore is she very dangerous.
Do not fear her, Caesar. She's not dangerous. She's a noble Roman and well given.
Would she were fatter, I'd fear her not. But if my name was liable to fear, I know not the one I should be afeard of so soon as that spare Cassius. She reads much, she looks quite through the deeds of men, she's a great observer. She loves no plays as thou dost, Anthony, she hears no music, seldom she smiles. And women like that are never at heart's ease while they witness someone greater than themselves. And therefore is she very dangerous. I'd rather tell you what you fear than what I fear, for it's always I who sees it. But tell me what thou really is.
you speak with me?
Aye, Casca. Tell us what had chanced today that Caesar looks so sad.
Why, there was a crown offered her, and being offered her, she put it by with the back of her hand thus, and then the people fell a-shouting.
What was the second noise for?
Why, for that too.
They shouted thrice. What was the last cry for?
Why, for that too.
The crown was offered her thrice?
Aye, Mary it was, and she put it by thrice, each time gentler than the other, and at every putting by mine honest neighbors shouted.
Who offered her the crown?
Why, Antony. I saw Mark Antony offer her the crown once, and as I told you, she put it by once, but for all that, to my thinking, she would have fain have had it. And then she offered it to her again, and then she put it by again. But for all that, to my thinking, she was loath to lay her hands off it. And then she offered it the third time. When she put it the third time by, still as she refused, the workmen hooted and clapped their chopped hands and threw up their sweating nightcaps and uttered such a deal of stinking breath that Caesar refused the crown that it had almost choked Caesar, for she swooned and fell down at it. And for my own part, I durst not laugh for fear of opening my lips and receiving the bad air.
But soft, what I pray you, Caesar swooned?
She fell down in the marketplace and foamed at the mouth and was speechless.
It is very likely she hath the falling sickness.
No, Caesar hath it not. But you and I and honest Casca here, we have the falling sickness.
Oh, I know not what you mean by that, but I am sure that Caesar fell down.
What said she when she come unto herself?
When she came unto herself again, she said that if she had done or said anything amiss, she desired their worships to think it was her infirmity. 3 or 4 wenches where I stood cried, "Alas, good soul!" and forgave her with all their hearts. Oh, but there's no heed to be taken of them. Had Caesar stabbed their mothers, they would have done no less.
Did Cicero say anything?
Aye, he spoke Greek, but for mine own part it was Greek to me. I could tell you more news too. Marulus and Flavius, for pulling scarves off Caesar's images, are put to silence. Farewell. There was more foolery yet, if I could remember it.
Will you dine with me tomorrow?
Aye, if I be alive, and your mind bold, and your dinner worth the eating.
Good. I'll expect you.
Do so. Farewell both.
What a blunt fellow this is grown to be!
So is he now. Next to him any bold or no.
So I will leave you. Tomorrow, if you please to speak with me, come to my home and I will wait for you.
I will. Till then, think of the world. Well, Brutus, thou art noble. Yet who's so firm that cannot be seduced? Caesar doth bear me hard, but she loves Brutus. We will shake her, or worse days endure.
thou breathless? And why staring so?
Are you not moved when all sway of earth shakes like a thing unfirm? Oh, Cicero, I have seen tempests where the scolding winds have rived the knotty oaks, and I have seen the ambitious ocean swell and rage and foam to be exalted with the threatening clouds, but never till tonight, never till now, did I go through a tempest dropping fire. Either there is civil strife in heaven, or else the world, too saucy with the gods, incenses them to send destruction.
Why, have you seen anything more wonderful?
Against the Capitol, I met a lion, who blazed upon me, and went idly by without him annoying me. And there were, drawn upon a heap, 100 ghastly women, transformed in their fear, who swore they did see men all in fire walk up and down the streets. And yesterday a bird of night did sit in the marketplace, even at noonday, hooting and shrieking. I believe these are all portentous things unto the climate that they point at.
Indeed, these are strange disposed times. Comes Caesar to the Capitol tomorrow?
She doth, for she did bid Antonius tell you she would be there tomorrow.
Good night then, Cassius. These disturbed skies are not to walk in.
Farewell, Cicero.
Who's there?
A Roman.
Casca. By your voice.
Your ear is good. Oh, Cassius, what a night is this? Whoever knew the heavens had met us so.
Those that know the earth so full of faults. But if you would consider the reason why all these fires, why all these gliding ghosts, why birds and beasts of quality and kind, why all these things change from their ordinance, their natures, their preformed faculties into monstrous quality, why you shall find that heaven make them instruments of fear and warning unto some monstrous state. Now can I name to thee, Casca, a person most like this dreadful night that thunders, lightens, opens graves and roars, a person, no mightier than thyself or me, yet prodigious grown and fearful as these strange eruptions are?
'Tis Caesar that you mean, is it not, Cassius?
Let it be who it is.
Indeed, they say the senators tomorrow mean to name her king, and she shall wear her crown on sea, over land, and in every place, save here in Italy.
I know where I will wear this dagger then. Cassius from bondage will deliver Cassius. Therein you gods you make the weak grow strong. Therein you gods, you tyrants, do defeat.
So every bondman in his own hands bears the means to cancel his captivity.
But why should Caesar be a tyrant then? Poor woman, I know she would not be a wolf, but she sees the Romans are but sheep. What trash is Rome? What rubbish? But, oh grief, where hast thou led me? I perhaps speak this before a woman bond.
You speak to Casca, and to no such man as a fleering telltale. Oh, here is my hand. I will set this foot of mine as far as who goes farthest.
There's a bargain made. Now know you, Casca, I have moved already some certain of the noblest minded Romans to undergo the enterprise of honorable, dangerous consequence, much like the work we have in hand, was bloody, fiery, and most terrible.
Stand you close a while, here if there's one in case.
To Cinna, they are friends. Cinna, why haste you so?
Come and see for you. Who's this? Tell us the bird?
No, Casca, other corporate to our attempts.
What a fearful night for 2 or 3 of us have seen strange sights.
Tell me,
Why, Cassius, if you could plug in the noble Brutus to our cause.
be you content? Good sound here. Take this. Take this and lay it in the paper where Brutus may go find it. Throw this one in at her window and set this one up with wax on old Brutus's statue. All this done, prepare a copy's portrait you will find us. Is Decius from Miss Antibonius there?
All of the tell of Cimber who has gone to see you in the house.
Come, Casca, we will yet ere days see Brutus at her house. 3 parts of her is ours, and the woman in Tyre upon the next encounter yields her ours.
Lucius! Awake! Lucius!
Oh, you called, my lady?
Give me a taper in my study.
I will, my lady.
It must be for her death. And for my own personal cause, I know no reason to spurn at her. She would be crowned king. How that might change her nature. There's the question. The abuse of greatness is when it disjoins remorse from power. And to speak truth of Caesar, I have not known when her affections swayed more than her reason. I must think her then, therefore, as a serpent's egg, which, hatched, as her kind grow, mischievous, and kill her in the shell.
The taper burneth in your closet.
Hey,
Oh. Lucius, ma'am. And searching for flint, I found this paper, thus sealed up. I am sure it did not lie there when I went to bed.
get you to bed, it is not day. Is not tomorrow, girl, the Ides of March?
I know not, ma'am.
Look in the calendar and bring me word.
I will, ma'am.
Brutus, thou sleepest. Awake and see thyself. Shall Rome, etc., speak, strike, redress? Brutus, thou sleepest. Awake and see thyself. Shall Rome, thus must I piece it out. Shall Rome, under one woman's awe? What Rome?
Ma'am, March is wasted 15 weeks.
Tis good. Go to the gate, somebody knocks. Since Cassius roosted wet me against Caesar, I have not slept. Between the acting of a dreadful thing in the first motion, all in the interim is a phantasma, a hideous dream. The state of woman, like a little kingdom, suffers the nature of an insurrection.
Ma'am, it is your sister Cassius at the door, who doth desire to see you.
Is she alone?
No, ma'am, there are more with her.
Do you know them?
No, ma'am, their hats are plucked about their ears and half their faces buried in their cloaks.
What am I doing? Oh, it is the faction! Conspiracy! Shamest to show thy angry brow when evils are most free!
Oh, Brutus. Do we trouble you?
No, I've been up all night this hour. No, I these ones with you.
Yes, everyone. And no one here but honors you, and everyone doth wish you had but that opinion of yourself which every noble Roman bears of you. This is Trebonius.
He is welcome hither.
This Decius.
No, he is welcome to.
This Cinna. This Casca. And this Metellus Cipher.
They are all welcome. Give me your hands one by one all over.
Let us swear our resolution.
No, not an oath. If these be motives weak, then everyone break off betimes and hence to their idle bed. What cause other than our own? And what other oath than honesty? To honesty engaged, or we shall fall for it.
What of Cicero? Shall we sound him? I think he will stand very strong with us.
Let us not leave him out.
No, by no means.
Oh, let us have him, for his silver hairs will purchase us a good opinion and buy men's voices to commend our deeds. It shall be said his word ruled our hands.
Oh, name him not, for he will never follow anything that women begin.
Leave him
Indeed, he is not fit.
Well, shall no one else be touched but only Caesar?
I think it not meets Mark Antony, so well beloved of Caesar should outlive Caesar. We shall find of her a shrewd contriver. Let Antony and Caesar fall together.
Our course will seem too bloody, Cassius. To hack off the heads, then hack the limbs, for Antony is but a limb of Caesar. We all come up against the spirit of Caesar. And in the spirit of women, there is no blood.
There's a little blood.
Oh, that we might come by Caesar's spirit and not dismember Caesar. But alas, Caesar must bleed for it. Let us be called sacrificers, not butchers. Right? Let's carve her like a dish fit for the gods, not hewn her like a carcass fit for the hounds. This shall make our purpose necessary and not envious, as so appearing to the common eye. And Mark Antony? Think not of her, for she can do no more than Caesar's arm when Caesar's head is off.
What a load of bullshit.
Yet I fear her, for the engrafted love she bears for Caesar.
Alas, good Cassius, think not of her. If she loves Caesar, then all that she can do is take thought and die for Caesar.
There is no fear in her. Let her not die, for she shall live and laugh at this hereafter.
No calls. Peace, count the clock.
Clock hath stricken 3.
This time depart.
But it is doubtful yet whether Caesar shall come forth today or no, for she's superstitious grown of late. Maybe the terror of this night or the persuasion of her auguries will hold her from the capital today.
Well, never fear that. If she be so resolved, I can oversway her. Be most flattered. Let me work. I'll give her humor the true bent, and in doing so, bring her to the capital.
Nay, we will all of us be there to fetch her.
By the 8th hour, is that the uttermost?
That is the uttermost, but let us fail not.
The morning comes upon us. We'll leave you, Brutus. And friends, disperse yourselves. But remember what you have said, and show yourselves true Romans.
Good senators. Let not our looks put on our purposes, right? But bear them as our Roman actors do, right? With formal constancy and untired spirits. And so, good morrow to you all. Trombonius, cease and desist, thou loyal.
Good morrow.
Lucius? Awake? It is no matter. Fast asleep, huh? Enjoy the honey-heavy dew of slumber.
Oh, Brutus, my lady.
Portia, what mean you? Wherefore do you rise? It is not for your condition to tempt the raw and cold morning.
Nor for yours neither. You ungently, Brutus, stole from my bed. And yesternight at supper you suddenly arose and walked about, musing in silence with your arms across. I asked you what the matter was, yet you answered not, but stared upon me with ungentle looks. I asked you further, yet you scratched your head and too impatiently stamped with your foot. Yet I insisted, yet you answered not, but with an angry wafter of your hand gave sign for me to leave you. So I did, fearing to strengthen that impatience which seemed so much enkindled, hoping it was but an effect of humor. It would not let you talk, or eat, or sleep. Dear my lady, make me acquainted with your cause of grief.
I am not well in health, and that is all. Could Portia go to bed?
What? Is Brutus sick? And is it physical to walk unbraced and suck up the humors of the dank morning? What? Is Brutus sick? And will she dare the vile contagion of the night, tempting the roomy and unpurged air? No, my Brutus. You have some sick offense within your mind, which by the right and virtue of my place I ought know of. And upon my knees, I met and talked to you sometimes? Will I have been in the suburbs of your good pleasure? Even more. Portia's Brutus harlot, not her wife.
You are my true and honorable wife, as dear to me as the ruddy drops that visit my sad heart.
If this were true, then should I not know this secret? I am a woman. I am the woman that Lady Brutus chose to wife. I grant I am a woman, but a woman well reputed, Cato's daughter. Think you I am no stronger than my sex, being so wifed and so mothered? Tell me your secrets. I will not disclose them. I have made strong proof of my constancy, giving myself a voluntary wound. Here in my thigh! Can I bear that with patience? It's not my wife's secret.
God render me worthy of this noble wife. Hark, one knocks. Portia, go in a while, and by thy bosom shall partake the secrets of my heart. I shall construe to thee all my engagements, all the characteries of my sad brows. Leave me with haste.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant face death but once. Of all the wonders I have seen, it seems to me most strange that seeing death a necessary end will come when it will come. What say the augurs?
They would not have you serve forth today. Plucking the entrails of an offering forth, they could not find a heart within the beast.
The gods do this in cowardice and shame. Caesar would be a beast without a heart if he should be feared to leave the house today. No, I will not. Danger knows full well that Caesar is more dangerous than he. We are both lions, whelped in the same day, and I, the elder and more terrible, and Caesar shall forth.
Do not go forth today. Call it my fear that keeps you in this house and not your own. We'll send Mock Antony to the Senate House, and she
Caesar will not come today. Cannot is false. Dare not false her. I will not come today. Tell them so, Decius. Say she is sick. Shall Caesar send a lie? Decius, tell them I will not come.
Oh, most mighty Caesar, let me know some cause, lest I be laughed at when I tell them so.
The cause is in my will. I will not come. And that is enough to satisfy the Senate. But for your personal satisfaction, because I love you, I shall tell you that my wife here, Calpurnia, dreamt tonight that she did see my statue run pure blood, and many lusty Romans did come smiling and bathe their hands in it, and on her knee have begged that I stay at home today.
Oh, this dream was all misinterpreted. See, it was a vision fair and fortunate. Your statue, spouting blood from many different pipes in which so many smiling Romans bathed, that signifies that from you, Rome shall drink reviving blood. This, by Calpurnia's dream, is signified.
In this way you have well expounded it.
And let it be known, the Senate have concluded to give this day a crown to mighty Caesar. If Caesar says she will not come, their minds may change. Besides, if it were a mock apt to be rendered for someone to say, break up the Senate till another time when Caesar's wife shall meet better dreams. If Caesar hide herself, will not they say Caesar is afraid?
How foolish do your fears seem now, Calpurnia? Give me my robe, for I will go.
Caesar, beware Brutus. Take heed of Cassius. Come not near Casca. Had I to Cinna. Trust Mark well to tell us. Jesus Brutus loves thee not. Thou hast grown Casca carriers. There is but one mind all these men against Caesar. If thou be not immortal, look about you. Sit carrying them away, conspiracy, the mighty God of humanity.
Quick, girl, get to the Senate house. Stay not to answer me, but get thee gone. Why dost thou stay?
To know my errand, madam?
I would have had thee there and here again, ere I can tell thee what thou shouldest do there. Oh, Constancy, be strong upon my side. Set a huge mountain between my heart and tongue. I have a man's mind, but a woman's might. Oh, how hard it is for women to keep counsel. Art thou here yet?
What should I do? Run to the capital and nothing else, and so return to you and nothing else?
Yes. Yes. Run, girl, and see if my lady look well, for she went sickly forth, and take good note what Caesar doth, what suitors press to her. Hark. Girl, what was that noise?
I hear nothing, madam.
Prithee, listen well. I heard a bustling rumor like a fray. The wind brings it from the capital.
Sooth, madam, I hear nothing.
Come here, woman. From where hast thou been?
At mine own house, a good lady.
And what is it o'clock?
No. Not for you. Keep safe. You.
And what is it o'clock?
About the ninth hour, lady.
Has Caesar yet gone to the capital?
Not yet, madam. But I go to take my
shall pass on to the capital.
Thou hast some suit to Caesar, hast thou not?
Oh, that I have, lady.
Dost thou know any harms intended towards her?
None that I know will be, but much that I fear may chance. Oh, a good morrow to you, and be safe.
Oh, I mean how weak the heart of a woman is! Oh, my Brutus! The heavens speed thee to thine enterprise, sure if the girl heard me! No! Here, come here. Brutus hath a suit that Caesar will not grant. Run, girl, and commend me to my lady. Say that I am married. And return to me, and tell me what she doth say to thee. The Ides of March are come.
I, Caesar, but not gone.
Trebonius, felt desire you to overread at your best leisure his humble suit.
I wish your enterprise today may thrive.
What enterprise, Pompilius?
Fare you well.
What said Pompilius Lena?
You wish to dare enterprise may thrive, our purpose is discovered.
Look how he makes to Caesar mark him.
Tesca, be sudden, or we may fear prevention. Brutus, what shall be done? If this be known, neither Cassius or Caesar will turn back, for I will slay myself.
Cassius, be constant. Pompilius Lena knows not our purposes, for look, he smiled, and Caesar doth not change.
Trebonius knows his part, for look you, Brutus, he draws Mark Antony out of the way.
Where's Lysimber? Let her go and presently prefer pursuit to Caesar.
She is addressed. Press me and second her.
Oh,
Jessica, you're the first to wear its hand.
Are we all ready? What is now amiss that Caesar and her Senate must redress?
Most high, most mighty, and most pleasant Caesar, until the Cimber throws before thy seat and humble.
I must prevent these, Cimber. These lowly courtesies might fire the blood of an ordinary man, but be not fond to think that Caesar is made of such rebel blood that would be thawed by the true quality of that which melteth fools. Thy brother by decree is banished, and if you would bend the knee and beg and fawn and pray for him, then I spur thee like a cur out of my way. No, Caesar doth not wrong.
Is there no voice more worthy than my own to sung more sweetly in great Caesar's ear with the repealing of my banished brother?
Caesar, I kiss thine hand, but not in flattery, desiring thee that Publius Cimber may have an immediate freedom.
What, Brutus? And pardon, Caesar. Caesar, pardon, as low as to thy foot doth Cassius fall, to make enfranchisement for Publius Cimber.
I may be moved if I were as you. If I could pray to move, prayers would move me, but I am constant as the northern star. The sky is painted with unnumbered sparks. They are all fire, and every one doth shine. But in all their place, there is one that holds her place. So in the world, 'tis furnished well with men, and men are flesh and blood and apprehensive. Yet in their rank there is but one, unassailable, that holds on her rank, and that I am she. Let me show it. Even in this, even a little in this, that I was constant. Cimber should be banished, and constant do I remain to keep him so.
Oh, Caesar.
mighty Caesar.
Speak, hands, for me.
Cicero, there is no harm intended to your person, nor to no other Roman. So tell them, Cicero, and let no one abide this deed, but we the doers.
Where is Antony?
Fled to our house of maids. Men, wives, children stare, cry out, and run as if it were doomsday.
Fates, we would know your pleasure.
Why, he that cuts off 20 years of life cuts off so many years of fear and death.
So are we Caesar's friends, who have abridged her time of fear and death. Stoop, Romans, stoop, and let's bathe our hands up to the elbows and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth, even the marketplace, with our red weapons held overhead. Let us all cry peace, liberty, and freedom.
Stoop then and wash. How many ages hence shall this, our lofty scene, be acted out in states unborn and accents yet unknown? So oft as that shall be, so often shall the not of us be known as the ones that gave their country liberty.
Soft who comes, a friend of Antony's.
Thus Brutus to my master bid me bow. Thus did Mark Antony bid me fall down, and thus she bade me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. Say, I loved Brutus, and I honored her. Say, I feared Caesar, honored her, and loved her. If Brutus will vouchsafe that Mark Antony may safely come to her and be resolved how Caesar hath deserved to lie in death, Mark Antony will follow the fortunes and affairs of the noble Brutus with all true faith. So says my master Antony.
My master is a wise and valiant Roman. I never thought her worse. Tell her, so please her, come unto this place, and she shall be satisfied. And upon my honor, depart untouched.
I'll fetch her present.
We shall have her well to friend.
I wish we may, but yet have I a mind that fears her much.
Here comes Mark Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
Oh, mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well. I know not, gentle folk, what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit as that of Caesar's death's hour, nor no instrument of half that worth as those your swords make rich with the most noble blood of all this world.
Oh, Antony, beg not. Beg not your death of us. Although we appear bloody and cruel, as by our hands in this present act we do, our hearts you see not. They are pitiful, and pity to the general wrong of Rome hath done this deed on Caesar. For your part, Mark Antony, we do receive you with kind love, good thoughts, and reverence. Sure. Only be patient till we've appeased the multitude, besides themselves with fear, and then I will deliver the cause. Why I, that struck Caesar when I loved her, have thus proceeded.
I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each one render me their bloody hand. First, this Brutus do I shake with you. Next, Caius Cassius, do I take your hand. Now Decius Brutus, yours. Now yours, Metellus. Yours, Cinna. My valiant Casca, yours. Though last, not least in
like a deer strucken by many princes dost thou here lie.
Mark Antony, I blame you not for praising Caesar so, but what compact mean you to have with us? Will you be pricked among our friends, or shall we on and not depend on you?
Friends, am I with you all and love you all? And upon that hope that you may give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous.
Our reasons are so full of quick regard that were you the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied.
That's all I seek. And am moreover sooner that I may produce her body to the marketplace and in the pulpit, as becomes a friend, speak in the order of her funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony.
Oh.
Brutus, a word. You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak at Caesar's funeral. Know you how much the people may be moved by that which she uttered?
By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first and deliver the cause of our Caesar's death. When Antony speaks, I shall protest. She speaks by leave and by permission. It shall advantage us more than do us wrong.
I know not what may fall. I like it not.
Mark Antony, here, take you Caesar's body. You shall not, in your funeral speech, blame us, and say you do it by our permission, else you shall have no hand about her funeral.
Be it so, I desire no more.
Prepare the body then and follow us.
So,
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth. I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest woman that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. And over thy wounds now do I prophesy. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and fierce civil strife shall cumber all the parts of Italy. And Caesar's spirit, ranging for revenge with 8 by her side, come hot from hell, shall in these confines with a monarch's voice cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell above the earth with carrion men groaning for burial. Serve Octavius, do you not?
We do.
Caesar did write for him to come to Rome.
He did receive her letters and is coming, and bid we say to you by word of mouth.
Oh. Caesar? My hearts are big, yet the apartment weep. Is thy master coming?
He last night was in 7 leagues of Rome.
Post back with speed and tell him what hath chanced. Here is a mourning Rome, a dangerous Rome, no Rome of safety for Octavius yet. Hie hence and tell him so. Yet, stay a while. I shall not back till I have borne this corpse into the marketplace. There shall I try in my oration how the people take the cruel issue of these bloody men, which thou shalt discourse to young Octavius of the state of things. Lend me your hands.
and then you live as free men. As Caesar loved me, I wept at it. As she was fortunate, I rejoice in it. As she was valiant, I honor her. But as she was ambitious, I slew her. There is tears for her love, joy for her fortune, honor for her valor, and death for her ambition. Who among you is so base that would be a bondman? If any speak, for her I am offended. Any of you so rude that would not be a Roman? If any speak, for her I am offended. Any of you so vile that would not love her country? Speak, for her I am offended. I pause for reply.
Brutus, none at all.
Then none have I offended. I have done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. The question of her death is enrolled in the Capitol. Not for her glories not extenuating wherein she was worthy, nor for her offenses has she suffered death. Here comes her body, mourned by Mark Antony, who, having no hand about her death, receives the benefit of her dying, the place in the commonwealth, as which of you shall not? With this I depart, that as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger when it shall please my country to need my death.
With triumph under her house.
Let her set the statues of her ancestors.
Let her be Caesar.
No.
Let Caesar's best parts be crowned in Brutus.
Good countrymen.
Be silent. Who speaks peace hope.
Good countrymen. Let me depart alone. And for my sake, stay here with Antony. Do grace to Caesar's corpse, tending to Caesar's speeches by Mark Antony, by our permission, is allowed to make. I do entreat you, not a one depart, save I alone till Antony is spoken.
Stay, hold, let's hear Mark Antony. Yes.
Speak, Anthony, speak.
What does she say of Brutus? Twere best she speaks of no harm of Brutus here.
This Caesar was a tyrant.
Nay, that's certain. We are blessed that Rome is rid of her.
Be silent. Let us hear what Antony said.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise her. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable woman, so are they all honorable people. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. She was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says she was ambitious. Brutus is an honorable woman. She hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general conquerors fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. But Brutus says she was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable woman. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented her a kingly crown, which she did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? But Brutus says she was ambitious, and sure, she is an honorable woman. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love her once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for her? Oh, judgment. Women have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till he come back to me.
Methinks there's much reason in
reality of the matter, I mean, Caesar has had great wrong.
She masters? I fear there ain't worse coming her place.
Now, mark you her words. She would not take the crown. Therefore, 'tis certain she was not ambitious.
Oh, poor soul. Her eyes are red as fire with weeping.
There's not a nobler woman in Rome than Antony.
Now mark her. She begins again to speak. Yesterday, the word of Caesar might have stood against the world. Now lies she there. Oh, masters, if I were so disposed to stir your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong and Cassius wrong, who you all know are honorable women. I will not do them wrong. But here is a parchment, the seal of Caesar. I found it in her closet. 'Tis her will. Let but the commons hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read. Have patience, gentle friends. I must not read it. It is not meet you should know how dearly Caesar loved you. You are not wood. You are not stones, but people. And being people, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you. It will make you mad. It's good you know not you are her heirs. For if you should, what would become of it?
Well, hear
I have foreshot myself to tell you of it. I fear I do those honorable ones wrong whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it.
They were traitors, honorable men. They were villains, murderers. Read the will. Read
You will compel me then to read the will.
Yes.
Then make a ring about the corpse of Caesar and let me show you her that made the will.
A ring.
Stand around.
But stand from the hearse. Stand from the body. But room for Antony.
You have tears. Prepare to shed them now. You all do know this mantle. I remember the first time ever Caesar put it on. Here, Grand Cassius daggered through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this, the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. As she plucked her cursed steel away, mark how the blood of Caesar followed. For Brutus, as you know, was Caesar's angel. Judge, oh you gods, how dearly Caesar loved her. And in her mantle, muffling up her face, great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall was there, my countrymen. And I and you and all of us fell down with bloody treason flourished over us. Oh, now you weep, and I perceive you feel the dint of pity. These are gracious drops. My souls, what weep you when you but behold our Caesar's vesture wounded? Look you here! Here is herself, marred as you see with traitors!
Oh, piteous spectacle. Oh, noble Caesar.
Oh, woeful day!
Oh, traitors, villains. Oh, most bloody sight. She will be revenged. Yes. Revenge. Fire.
Find the
Let me not stir your minds to such a sudden flood of mutiny. What private grievances they have, alas, I know not that made them do it. They are wise and honorable, and will no doubt with reasons answer you. I come not to steal away your hearts. I am no orator as Brutus is, but as you know me all, a plain, blunt woman that loved my friend. I tell you that which you yourselves do know. Show you sweet Caesar's wounds and bid them speak for me. In every wound of Caesar she made Rome to rise and mutiny! Hear me, countrymen! Yet hear me speak. My friends, you have forgot the will I drachmas.
Oh, most noble Caesar, we will revenge you.
Most royal Caesar.
Hear me, countrymen. Moreover, she hath left you all her walks, her private arbors, and new planted orchards on this side Tiber. She hath left them you and your heirs forever. Common pleasures for you to walk abroad and recreate yourselves. Oh, here was a Caesar. When comes such another?
Never! Never! Come! We'll burn her body in the holy place and fire the traitor's houses! Take up the body! Who gets fire? Yeah!
Put down benches!
Plop down forms! Random! Anything!
Now let it work. Mischief, thou art afoot. Take thou what course thou wilt.
Because maybe you're gonna be the one who saves me. And after all, you're my Wonder Bread. No, this makes sense. I have time with all. Fall? No wonder fall.
Kill him! We'll pull him out of this! We'll pull him out of the witness! We'll dispense him! We'll find one to rip the conspirator! Yes! Oh! What is your name?
Whither are you going?
Where do you dwell?
Are you a married man or a bachelor?
And answer each man directly!
I am briefly. I am wisely.
Yes.
What is my name?
Yes.
And where am I going?
Yes.
Where do I dwell?
Yes.
Am I a married man or a bachelor? Then to answer every man directly and briefly, wisely and truly. Wisely I say, I am a bachelor, huh? Directly I am going to Caesar's funeral.
As a friend or an enemy?
As a friend.
Wait, for your dwelling. Briefly.
Briefly, I dwell by the capital.
Your name, sir, truly?
Truly, my name is Cinna.
He's a conspirator! Take him from me!
I am the sin of the poet. I am sin of the poet. I am not sin of the conspirator.
It doesn't matter. His name is Sinna.
We'll kill him for his bad verses!
I'm sorry.
These many of them shall die, their names are pricked.
Your brother too then must die.
He shall not live. Look, the spot, I damn him. Lepidus, go you to Caesar's house, fetch the will hither.
Lepidus, go fetch the will hither. Pas fungal.
This is a slight, unmeritable man, meet to be sent on errands. Is it fit the threefold world to share it.
So you thought him.
Octavius, I have seen more days than you. Although we lay these honors on this man, to ease ourselves of the diverse slanderous loads, we shall bear them but as the ass bears gold.
But he is a tried and valiant soldier.
So is my horse, Octavius, but he must be taught and trained and bid go forth. Think of him not but as a property. And now, Octavius, great things. Brutus and Cassius are levying powers. We must straight make head. Our alliances combined, our best friends made, our means stretched.
Let us do so. For some that have smile in their hearts, I fear millions of mischiefs.
You have done me wrong.
Cassius, be content. Let us not wrangle in front of the eyes of both our armies. Bid them move away, and then in my tent you can enlarge your grief. Cassius and I will give you audience. Lucius, let no one enter my tent until we've done our conferencing.
That you have wronged me doth appear in this. You have condemned and noted Lucius Pello for taking bribes.
You wronged yourself. Yes, you, Cassius, are much condemned to having an itching palm.
I an itching palm. You know you're Brutus that speaks this.
Remember March? The Ides of March, remember? Did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake? What? Shall one of us strike the foremost woman of the world, for supporting robbers, now contaminate our fingers with base bribes? I'd rather be a dog and obey the moon than be such a Roman.
Brutus, bait not me. I am a soldier, older in practice, abler than yourself.
You are not.
I am.
I say you're not.
Urge me no more. Have mind upon your health. Tempt me no farther.
Always, light woman, shall I be frightened when a mad woman stares?
Gods must I endure all this.
All this? I more. Fret until your proud heart break. Go show your slaves how choleric you are. Make your bondmen tremble.
Is it come to this?
You say you are a better soldier. Let it be so. Make your haunting true. And for mine own part, I shall be glad to learn, and it'll please me well.
You wrong me every way. You wrong me, Brutus. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not.
When Caesar lived, she durst not thus have moved me.
You have that you should be sorry for. I did send to you for sums of gold which you denied me, for I can make money by no vile means. I did send to you for sums of gold to pay my legions, which you denied me. You ready, God, with all your thunderbolts, dash her to pieces!
I denied you not.
You did!
I did not.
Don't let your
A
faults.
friendly eye could never see such faults.
A flatterers would not.
Oh, come Antony and young Octavius, come. Revenge yourselves alone on Cassius, for Cassius is aweary of the world, hated by one she loves, braved by her sister. Oh, her faults absurd. Set in a notebook, I could weep mine spirit from mine eye. There is my dagger, and here my naked breast, within a heart. If thou beest a Roman, take it forth. I, that denied thee gold, will give you my heart. Strike as thou didst Caesar, for I know, when thou hate Caesar worse, thou lovest Caesar better than ever thou loved Cassius.
Sheath your dagger. Do what you will. Be angry when you will. Lucilius, Titinius, bid the commanders to prepare their lodging for tonight.
And come yourselves, and bring Messala with you immediately to us.
Lucius, a bowl of wine.
I did not think you could have been so angry.
Cassius, I am sick of many griefs. Portia is dead.
Portia.
grown so great. With this she fell, and her attendants, absent, swallowed fire.
Died so?
Even so,
Oh, you immortal gods.
I pray you no more. In this, Cassius, I bury all unkindness. Masala, Tatamius. So we round this table and call into questions our necessities. I pray you no more. I have received letters that young Octavius and Mark Antony come down upon us with a mighty power. Mark Antony, Octavius, and Lepidus have put to death 100 senators.
Cicero one?
Cicero is one, and by that order. Even so, great men, great loss should endure.
I have as much of this in art as you, but my nature could not bear it so.
Well, to our work alive, what do you think about marching on Philippi presently?
I think it not wise.
Your reason?
This it is. 'Tis better that the enemy seek us. Thereby they waste their means, weary their soldiers, while we, lying still, are full of rest, defense, and nimbleness.
The people twixt here and Philippi are in a forced affection, where we have grudged them contribution. The enemy, marching along, new added, encouraged, refreshed. From what advantage shall we cut them off if at Philippi we do meet them there?
Hear me, good sister.
Under your pardon. Our legions are brimful. Our cause is right. The enemy increaseth every day. We at the height are ready to decline. There is a tide in the affairs of war that, taken at the font, leads on to fortunes. Omitted, all the journeys of life, shallows and miseries. On such a full sea, we now afloat. We must take the current when it serves us or lose our ventures.
With your will, go on. We'll along ourselves and meet them at Philippi.
Night has crept up to our talk, and nature must obey necessity. There is no more to say.
No more. Good night. Early tomorrow we will rise in hence.
Good night, Masala.
Good night, my lady.
Good night. Okay, buddy. All right. Yeah. It's between us. And noble Cassius. Good night. Good repose.
Oh, my dear sister. This was an ill beginning of the night. Never let such division come between our souls, Brutus. Let it not.
Everything is well.
Good night, my lady.
Good night, good sister. Ah, Lucius, down. Oh, what's the book I stopped for? Put it in the pocket of my gown. All right, where does that leaf turn down? Let me see. This taper bird's ill.
Brutus! Brutus.
Art thou some god, some angel, or some devil that makes my hair to stare and my blood run cold? Speak to me. What art thou?
Thy evil spirit, Brutus.
Why comest thou?
To tell thee thou shalt see me at Philippi.
I shall see thee at Philippi,
Aye, at Philippi.
and I shall see thee at Philippi. Huh. I take his heart and thou vanished. Lucius,
Oh, my lady.
Didst thou know that thou dreamedst and criedest out?
My lady, I did not know that I did cry.
Thou didst. Did thou see anything?
Nothing. My lady?
Speak again. Fellows, awake!
Yes, my lady.
Yes, my lady.
Didst thou see anything?
I saw nothing, my lady.
Nor I, my lady.
Go. Commend me to my sister. Tell her to set on her powers 3 times before, and we will follow.
Yes, my lady.
Now, Antony, you said the enemy would not come down, but keep the hills in the upper regions. It proves not so. Their battles are at hand. They mean to warn us at Philippi here.
I know wherefore they do it. They come down with fearful bravery, thinking by this face to turn our thoughts that they have courage. 'Tis not so.
Prepare you, generals. The enemy comes on in gallant show. The bloody sign of war is hung out, and something to be done immediately.
Octavius, lead your battle on upon the left of the even field.
Upon the right eye, keep thou the left.
Why do you cross me in this exigent?
I do not cross you, but I will do so.
They would stand and have parley.
Stand fast, Titanius, we must out and talk.
Mark Antony, shall we give sign of battle?
No, we will answer on their charge. Make forth. The generals would have some words.
Stir not until the signal.
Words before blows. Is it so, countrymen?
Not that we love words better. This you do.
Good words are better than bad strokes, young Octavius.
Your bad strokes, Brutus, do you give good words? Mark the hole you made in Caesar's heart, crying, "Long live, hail Caesar!" Bowed like bondmen, and smiled like apes, and fawned like hounds, while damned Casca like a cur behind struck Caesar on the neck. Oh, two flatterers.
Flatterers. Now, Brutus, thank yourself. This tongue would not have offended so today if Cassius might have ruled.
Oh, come the cause! If arguing makes us sweat, the proof it will turn to redder drops. Look, I draw a sword against the conspirators. When do you think that the sword goes up again? Never! After Caesar's 33 wounds will be avenged, until the Caesar bad and slaughter to the sword of traitors!
Oh, Caesar, thou canst not die by traitors' hands, unless thou bringest with them with thee.
So I hope. I was not born to die on Brutus' sword.
Oh, wert thou thy noblest strain, young man, thou canst not die more honorably.
A peevish schoolboy. Worthless!
Oh! Cassius still.
Come Antony away! Defiance traitors! Hurl away in your teeth! If you dare fight today, come to the field! If not, when you have stomachs!
Don't!
Why now? Blow wind, swell billow, and swim bark! The storm is up, and all is on the hazard.
Lucilius, hark, a word.
Messala,
What says my general?
Messala, be thou my witness that against my will am I compelled to set upon one battle all our liberties.
Believe not so.
I believe it but partly. Now, most noble Brutus, let's reason with the worst that may befall. If we lose this battle, then is this the last time we shall speak together? If we lose this battle, are you contented to be led in triumph through the streets of Rome?
No, Cassius, no. Think not that I will ever go bound to Rome. But today must end the work, the Ides of March begun. And whether we shall meet again, I know not. Therefore, before our everlasting farewell take. Forever and forever farewell, Cassius.
Forever and forever farewell, Brutus. If we meet again, we'll smile indeed. If not, 'tis true. The parting was well made.
Oh, that one might know the end of this day's business ere it come. But suffice it, the day will end, and then the end is known. Yeah!
Look, Titanius, look how the villains fly!
Oh no. Brutus gave the word too early. You're having some advantage over Octavius took it too eagerly. Our soldiers have fallen to spoil whilst we by Antony are closed. Fly further off! Fly further off! Fly further off! Oh, my lord! Fly further off, for Mark Antony has enclosed your tents! Fly! Fly!
Are those my tents for to see the fire?
They are, my friend.
Titanius, if thou lovest me, get thee up to yon troops, whether yon troops are friend or foe.
I will.
Pindarus, get higher on thy hill. Regard Titanius and tell me what thou knowest about the field. Oh, my life has run her compass.
Oh, my lord!
What news?
Why, Titanius is enclosed round about, yet she spurs on, yet, oh, she's taken. And hark, they shout for joy.
Come down. Behold no more. Coward that I am to live so long. See my best friend taken before my face. Come hither, Sirrah. In Parthia, I swore thee, saving of thy life, that whatsoever I bid thee, thou shouldst attempt. Come now, keep thine oath with this same sword that ran through Caesar's bowels. Search this bosom. Stand not to answer. Take thou the hilt, guide thou the sword. Caesar, thou art revenged with the sword that killed thee.
No. Cassie. My Pindarus shall fly this place where no person rogue shall see that again.
It is but change, Titanius, for Octavius is overthrown by noble Brutus's power.
These good tidings will welcome her, Cassius.
Where did you leave her?
With Pindarus on this hill.
Is that not she that lies on the ground?
She lies not like the living.
Caius Cassius is no more. O setting sun, is in thy red rays that descend to the night. So in her red blood, Cassius's day is set. Sun of Rome is set. Our deeds are done. Clouds, dew, and dangers come. Our day is gone. Mistrust of my success have done this deed.
Mistrust of good success hath done this deed. Hateful error, melancholy's child.
Pindarus! Pindarus, where art thou? Pindarus!
Seek her, Titanius, whilst I go and meet the noble Brutus, thrusting this report into his inquiry.
I will see for Pandora's the while.
Why didst thou send me away, great Cassius? Alas, thou hast misconstrued everything! Hold thee. Keep this garland upon thy brow. Thy Brutus bid me give it thee, and I will permit you. Brutus! Come in haste! You I have regarded Caius Cassius! By your leave, my gods. This is a Roman's heart. Come, Cassius, the sword, and fight Titanius' heart. Ugh.
Where must all the dust her body lie?
Lo yonder, and Titanius mourning it.
Titania's face is upward.
She is slain.
Brutus.
Oh, Julius Caesar, thou art mighty yet. Thy spirit walks abroad and makes us turn our swords on our own proper entrails.
Look whether she not crowned at Cassius.
Are there two Romans living such as these? The last of all the Romans. Fare thee well. And shall Rome breed thy woman again? Dear friends, I owe more tears to this dead woman than you shall see me pay. I shall find time, Cassius. I shall find time. Come, Lucilius. Come, Caio. Let us to the field. Set our battles on. 'Tis 3 o'clock, Romans, and yet ere night we shall find fortune in a second fight! Hold up your hands!
I will proclaim my name without a field. I am the first tale of the pirates in my country already.
Oh, now thou young and noble Cato, art thou down? Why now thou diest as bravely as Titanius, and mayest be honored being Cato's son. Yield, or thou diest! Only I yield to die.
From house till Antony Brutus is taken.
Here comes the general. Brutus is taken, my lady. Brutus is taken.
Where is she?
Safe, Antony! Brutus is safe enough! I dare assure thee that no enemy shall ever take the noble Brutus. The gods defend her from so great a shame. When you do find her, or alive or dead, she shall be found like herself, like Brutus.
This is not Brutus, friend. But a prize, I assure you, no less in worth. Keep this man safe. Give him all comfort. I would rather have such men my friends than enemies. Go, and see where Brutus be alive or dead. And bring
what says the lady.
Play this, Strato. The spirit of Caesar hath visited me several times by night. One at Sardis, and this last night here in Philippi Fields. I know my hour has come.
Oh, not so, lady.
Thou, yes, thou seest the world, Strato, the way it goes. Our enemy has beaten us to the pit. It is more worthy to leap in and tear until they push us. I know. We two went to school together. I pray thee even for that love of old. Hold out my sword, else while I do run upon it. Strato!
That is not an office for a friend, lady.
Farewell, countrymen. I have found that in all my life, none but these were true to me. I shall have glory this losing day more than Mark Antony and young Octavius. By this vile conquest shall attain them too. Night hangs upon mine eyes. My bones would rest. I have but labor to attain this hour.
Fly!
Hence, I will follow. Lucius, I pray thee, stay by thy lady a while. Thou art a woman of good respect. Thy life hath had some snatch of honor. Pray thee, Lucius, hold out my sword and turn away thy face while I do run upon it. Wilt thou, Lucius?
Give me your hand first. Fare you well, my lady.
Farewell, good Lucius. Caesar, now be still. I killed not thee with hustle but a will.
fast.
Where is my master, Lucius?
Free from the bondage you were in Massala, for Brutus only overcame herself, and no woman else hath honor by her death.
So Brutus should be found. Thank thee. Thou hast proved Lucilius' saying true.
How died my master, Lucius?
I held her sword. She did run upon it.
Take her then, Octavius, to follow thee, that did the latest service to my master.
This was the noblest Roman of them all. All the conspirators, save only she, did that they did in envy of great Caesar. Only she, the general good thought and common good to all, made one of them. Life was good. The elements so mixed in her that nature might stand up and say to all the world, this is a woman.
According to her virtue, let us use her with all respects and proper rites of burial. Within my tent tonight her bones shall lie, most like a soldier, ordered honorably. So call the field to rest, and let's away depart the glories of this happy day.